we were donezo. All right, we're playing with the new Endless Mode Misty Graveyard. Very cool addition to the game. Yeah, it was a good one for sure. It's gotta be Laser Tower, I think. Draws, we do have a dot piece, which I'm down with. I think. Do we have a straight? Ooh, no straight piece though. Is rough. I'd love to get a run where we get a drill early so that I can do a bit of like maze refinement. I think that would be super fun. Nope, can't switch your person. You are always the novice. Go all in on lightning? Just, you DM'd me on Discord. Let me check it out. Let me check it out. There you are. Accepting a DM. Jez, if you're not already a member of the... That's a lot of Arcane. Yep, that makes sense. That makes sense. Let's see. I mean, Arcane Missile Tower was doing a lot of work for us. For this wave, we will probably need a few things. I really want to get Drill Tower, though. With the new relics, Arcane is the way to go. I mean, it makes sense to me. It does just feel like... Yeah, I mean... I think I agree. I've had some very strong Arcane runs. It's just a question of, like, can we actually get the ones that we need? Randomly freeze 5 blocks. Sure. Yep. We'll take that. I'm building my maze a little more haphazardly this time, which I probably shouldn't do. But I don't think I have the blocks to support anything else. Because the problem is, even if we get a drill, we're still going to be, like, hurting a bit. I'm going to put one of those there, and then... I think we're better off going with Arcane Towers right now. Although, actually, I'm immediately going to change my mind on that one and get one of these that we can overload, because it is very good. Just in case. It's good for tearing folks down. So in case we need an overload target, I will grab that. Sure, Forbidden Grimoire is in the Arcane space, if that's something we're in the market for. We're just, you know, getting those frozen early on, not a big deal. What is a big deal is, I wish I could rearrange these. It may sound silly, but I like having my towers in specific orders. This guy feels scary, honestly. Oh, I hate that healer did not get roasted fast enough. Hammer Tower seems like an interesting choice. I'm not gonna claim that it is the correct choice, but I don't know. There might be something to that. Is there a way that we can... You can rearrange when you have a pick. Oh, thank you. That is useful information. I'd like to see a relic that incentivizes discarding in some way. I think would be pretty cool. It's kind of a long bet on us getting Voodoo Doll to really make that start pumping value. One thing I think would be interesting to consider, and I'm not saying this is the direction the game should go, but making melee towers automatically resistant to stun, I think could be good for everyone involved. Debugging Encyclopedia, I think has more upshot than I necessarily give it credit. 100 coins, swarms. 15 attack speed, attacked by wolves, or corrupted tiles for 2 random relics. This could go really hard. I think this one, because it has a shelf life, is more advantageous. Hey, Shaferi. Life is good. How are you doing? What was this on? This is on an attack boost tile. It's unlikely that we'll get a hammer there that will be particularly effective, so I'm okay with leaving that, I think. That's probably fine too. If we get a dot piece, there's some value that we might be able to get out of that. I can't stress enough. I would love to get a drill. I think it would be super awesome. Oh, congratulations on the new gig. So we're lacking a bit of AoE here, aren't we? Arcane Missile Tower is doing a stupid amount of damage. Yeah, so here's my first feedback on this mode. Now that I've played it for a little bit, seen what it's all about, Okay, that's exciting. That we know that tower is good. We know that's good. Let's see, where can we put one that is minimally space wasty? We have a lot of space to work with over here. So there's a part of me that's like, we sell the 2 towers that are there, and this plus the dot piece can get us there, but I kind of want to use the dot piece over here because we're stuck on that. We sell all 3 and get the Starfall Tower on the damage rune. This feels like too large a lump to be creating. This didn't quite work out the way that I wanted it to. That, I think, is better. Actually, the dead zone there is a little rough. Maybe I want to be... Like, if I put it over here on this one, then we get good, better coverage, maybe? Maybe we still put one over here. I think the Starfall Towers are just good enough that even though they're potentially not in great places, I think we just need to get them out there. Losing part of our overload to that stun was a bummer, but I think we're fine. Yeah, so the lack of runes on this map feels bad, I think. That's a piece of feedback that I would give. Overcharged battery, Anarchy Core, Lightning Conductor, Spark Amplifier, or Phoenix Fire. It is the new Endless mode. Anarchy Core. All towers attack speeds increased by 20, but they ignore your commands and attack random targets. If we're doing enough damage, do we care? I don't think we do. Do we care about... Do random elemental types work well for us here? I don't think they work super well. I'm gonna go red upgrades here. That's what my gut is telling me. I see you had Jezza, you had a few blue ones in your mix. We do have to make sure that we're getting good shield out there. Blue ones near the spawn for trash mobs. That's smart. So our maze is significantly worse on this run. That's for sure. I guess missile towers don't have a lot of downside. Be attacked by swarms of spiders for the next 3. We don't care about 100 coins. 2 random relics. Build cost of all towers increased by 10%. 2 random relics could be pretty awesome. I don't think there are a lot that will adversely affect us. Amplify poison. poison and electric doesn't work for us. What do we get? Magic dust, I think, is huge. An elemental blueprint. But everything is now more expensive. Wow, that was only your second run? Even more impressive, Jez. This is already number 3 for me, and I'm still, I'm nowhere near going infinite on 60. That's a lot of action. I don't know if we keep this hammer. This piece of real estate, I don't think what we need there is a hammer. RNG was your friend. I feel like we have a bit of a blast run going here. How long did that take, by the way? Yeah, Decimator would be good for Elemental Blueprint. Oh, Poison Dripper would be really good here too, Garcia, because we would have, that would give us poison and fire in one. Did I go blue upgrade on this one? That was an accident. I'm not gonna freak out about it, I guess. Adaptive Blueprint, I think, is the best here. Drawing cards is cheaper. Yeah, we'll go Adaptive Blueprint, but none of those were particularly good. Didn't mean to go with that upgrade there. That was a bit of a misplay. 4 hours. Hey, Meowcenary. Haven't seen you in a hot minute. Lovely to have you. Welcome on in. So let's see. The money right now, I think, is all going to go into, like, upgrades. I'd really like to go straight across here. We do not have a straight piece in the deck. So that's just not going to happen. To be very blunt about it, there is no way we will be able to do that. This thing getting more range, I think, means that we don't necessarily need that there. Alright, I'm gonna start. Our Arcane towers are still doing a lot of work, so getting the central core there doing good work, I think, is important. I still want Drill Tower. As much as that may or may not be actually of much value to me. Gonna keep the dot piece, though. Oh, Saturday afternoon in Malaysia. You're already well into your weekend. This one I will sell. Like, I could get fire right now, but with no poison option, I don't think it's worth it. Let's see, we got that for coverage. I'm making sure that we have good chill coverage everywhere. Okay. Yeah, Jezza, that is something that I would certainly be happy about. Okay, we do have the runners coming in, which is always a little spicy, especially when we don't have. Wow, he's getting tore up by that one random one. But yeah, I feel like if you don't get, there's only so much you can correct with Drill Tower later on. So I feel a little bit like the opportunity has passed slightly, but I do think Starfall Tower is just broken good. That's a not controversial opinion, I think. But yeah, for the leaderboard, I'd love for there to be a way to see the maze that people built. None of these are it. Like, none of these are it even a little bit. Do landmines have a fire upgrade? Oh yeah, I can do... Okay, so I can do this. This is nice. I don't need fire. I need poison. Lava Tower should have a poison upgrade. We don't really need... Do we need stun? Stun and chill. This one at least gives us... I'm gonna take the sniper tower, but none of those were really the cat's pajamas. We'll push things like that. Don't have a lot of 2 slots. Why is this not more expensive? I guess the downside doesn't take effect immediately. Kind of curious. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. We'll leave it, though. And then... I think damage and range is right. I should do that, just so that... That one I'll give crit chance to. Do range there, and then actually this is how close are we to getting... I wanted to see if I get a Starfall Tower here, but well, that's not gonna do it. All right, I'm gonna keep that in my hand then, but the dot piece, put that there, and then toss another one of those. We still need to find poison. Big time need to find poison. I don't think our maze is great this time. When do we get... I wonder... I should be writing down probably what waves we get things on. Look at the freaking sniper tower, by the way. Normally it trains on one enemy and then shoots, but the thing just has a seizure and then picks something random. That's actually pretty hilarious. So, Voodoo Doll would be amazing. Sniper Tower with Anarchy Core, I think, is worse than I imagined it was going to be. Like, I may actually sell that Sniper Tower because it is so... It's so obnoxious right now. Like, at the end of waves, it may get better if there's nothing else available, but is it ever going to get that good? And I guess it did 2,000 damage. I think we built this one at the same time. This did 1,100. Maybe it's okay. Amplify Poison. Horn of the Storm. Wildfire Signet. Lightning Conductor. When a chilled monster is hit by electric, it consumes the chills and accumulates charge. Not really. When a burning monster is killed, it bursts into flame and causes 5-second burn effect. Wildfire Sigil doesn't seem terrible. I'm gonna take Wildfire Sigil, but I don't think it's great. Range of all towers minus 20%. Oof. Ban the last tower you have for 5 turns. Randomly spawn 10 elemental buff tiles. Range of all of your existing towers plus 20. All monsters plus movement speed temporarily. I think banning... Okay, oh, so this only affected towers we already had. I think banning Sniper Tower for the next 5 rounds is fine. And elemental buffs probably doesn't help that much, but it's, like, better than nothing? We still need poison, which the game does not appear to be in the mood to offer us. Yeah, I'm very skeptical that we're actually going to get a poison tower. This is going to be a tough one. 4 Ancient Guardians feels really unfortunate to be contending with. So, Jezza, you had Boulder Tower out damaging Starfall Tower at the end of your run. I'm looking at the screenshot now. That's also very impressive to me. I think this guy's walking in basically no matter what I do. Hold on. Maybe if I focus fire them. Does that actually work? Does Anarchy Core and Focus Fire work? Kind of doubt it. But... now we did take Adaptive Blueprint, so I should place this down before we go too much further here. Just make sure that I'm creating like a good 2x2 spot for something. Two to three more times more than that. Yeah, I think per tile they are very effective. Poor Hammer Tower, not the source of identity that it necessarily wanted to be. So either of these get us poison. The Decimate Tower is kind of hard. We just need one of them though to. I poison tower is pretty good. Yeah, our maze building is not feeling great at the moment. And we know we're not getting... Now, does that get us? That's check marks. All right. We know we're never getting drill tower. Or do we get more towers options? Or is this the is this all we're ever gonna get? We do have the ability to move them out of our loadout. Okay, so it will keep offering. By the way, did we get any... What are you sitting on? You're sitting on an attack boost. We have a fire boost here that we're probably never going to be able to use. This one was a speed boost. Oh yeah, I was going to sell this. Is there... What is our best 2x2 damage tower? I mean, I can still do this. We don't have Voodoo Doll yet, but maybe we get it. This maze is significantly worse than our previous maze. Just looking at our artifacts here. Forbidden Grimoire is working. Debugging Encyclopedia will pay dividends. We're doing good work here. The Arcane Missile Towers, not to be underestimated. This is kind of a nasty setup. I mean, having more money... I mean, I guess... We could try to do, like, a little bit of a push here. Rusty Telescope, I think, is too late. All right, well, we'll do Wealth Vault, and maybe we'll try to save a bit. Okay, so the absolute best we can do here is to build something like that, and then something like that. Because we're gonna have to go through like that, which means we don't have a lot of options. And then, I mean, I guess we can block that off completely. I don't think we want to, though. Random elemental type. I think I still want that one. I don't think I'm going to regret that. These will never move, so we can't get rid of them. Try and get that active. And then we'll pull that around. Probably drawing too much. Why is that blocked? Oh, because there's a piece on the corner there. That doesn't help too much. All right, I think we're good. I don't think quantity of fire is something that we care too much about. I don't think we'll ever do enough poison damage for it to be meaningful in terms of, like, later waves. So I don't think we bother there. Sniper Tower has some nice benefits in terms of, I guess we should think about, given it's not going to be hitting the biggest stuff, I'm going to do the explosion version, and it'll hopefully just shoot little things and do damage. How much damage has it done so far? It's done like 10,000, 45,000, 65,000, 55,000. Yeah, so it's, I mean, it's not doing nothing. Gain 2 random 2x2 towers that can be built for free. I think wolves for the next 3, but critical hit rate is good. Over here, not much to do. The random 2x2 towers just give you 2 cards. I found out that it's a poor choice. That's good intel. I assumed they would be in my inventory, as you can cast these for free. Silly me for thinking that they would actually be any good. That's a good one to learn through you telling me, Vic. Appreciate it. Eventually do that. Ooh, I like that the poison dripper has a circle that shows where it's dripping. Yeah, I don't think it would be, I think it would be very good then, but still not overpowered. I don't think, like, I guess we're not taking, Wealth Vault has not been as powerful as I expected it to be, just because I'm spending all my money. But right now, Ring of Shattered Ice is doing a lot of AoE work, and Magic Dust is doing a lot of work. But our Arcane Towers are doing admirably. Don't worry, only 2 more rounds until we can build sniper towers again. And then it gets game on. We may already be critting enough that Focus Prism isn't that exciting. Poison and Fire we're not doing enough of. Unstable Mixture I heard we can't really activate because of charge issues. Same with that. We're not stunning. I think it is Focus Prism. It's not it's not bad. It's just probably could be better. We can eventually put like another Starfall tower there. I did use my dot piece. I probably should have thought about putting my dot piece over here. If I do that, I can probably sell this. We'll eventually get a dot piece to put there. Never gonna get anything in there, so we can do... we don't really have any fire. I guess we do have the burning monsters. Maybe we should do a couple of... Like, are there other places? Like, because burning is a good way to do some damage to big stuff. So if we could find some spots, that wouldn't be awful. I think we lose our elemental blueprints. I converted this one. This one was probably the wrong one to convert. But hindsight is a harsh mistress sometimes. But yeah, I think long-term burn is better because it does percentage damage. So it'll help out. It'll help soften up the big guys. And honestly, what I can do, this is going to be a little ridiculous, but where's a place where we're never going to build anything? such a sad question. But I'm going to do that there, so that then this one can also become burning. Because burning does take a long time to activate, so... I will say the 2 cards could have also given us access to something that we previously didn't have access to, like a tower type, right? It could give us like drill towers, which would be at least interesting to have access to. And I'm going on this hypothesis that getting more fire early might be somehow like extremely beneficial, but I don't think you can. You stack burn? Probably not. Did I use up a dot piece? I'm still waiting for a dot piece over here. Although I guess, hold on. So if I sell that, yeah, we lose that. That's just gonna sprinkle. It does not. I don't believe so. It does random elemental types. I don't think it does damage. That would be pretty powerful if it did. Maybe it does. The poison tower's damage is increasing at a non-insignificant rate. Also, I don't think we've had a chest since like wave 3. Not that I'm complaining, but... Yeah, I think that is generally the case. Like, if we come over here and we look, yeah, fire damage and forces burn. But I have no idea if burn stacks. Like, the burn seems to already be gone on this guy. So... But yeah, Poison Tower, like, look at this. This is actually, like, shocking. Poison Tower is about to pass Laser Tower, which has just been going forever. So the question is, you've done 3,000. You've done 4,000. So they've both done damage. Balanced Circuit. Cheaper big towers? Eh. Money isn't a super concern right now, so Balanced Circuit isn't changing much. Rusty may occasionally do stuff. Plus 20 range, randomly spawn 15 lava corrupted tiles on the field. We can use our unlocks to get around this, and additional range is good. Randomly buff 10 elementally buffed tiles. Ban 1x1 size towers for the next 3 rounds. 3 rounds is a long time. This doesn't seem too punishing, because we can build on top of them and then use unlock to restore them. Unstable Mixture, we don't think we're going to be able to get the 50% charge out of it, I don't think. So I'm going to do this. Okay, so we can do that. So like to give it an example here. Right, so if I do something like that, I can then immediately do that and get rid of it. So there's very little like effective downside to that choice. Oh yeah, no, I'm trusting you 100% on that one, Jez. That's not a, I'm not like a I don't believe it or something like that. I'm like, it made sense. It just didn't occur to me until you mentioned it. All right, so let's see. So we'll do this. Let's get the range upgrade there. Maybe over-indexing in Burnination. Get rich quick or die trying. Yeah, we'll do that, and then I really like it in the main game, but I think you're probably right that yeah, the charge bars are never going up. I think charge needs to be reevaluated, to be honest. Like that seems like a sufficiently unfortunate dynamic that needs to be addressed. Like that, yeah, like look at this charge bar. Charge bar is at 1%. That's no way to live. And each one of these is doing 4,000, 3,000, 3,000, 6,000, 6,000. They're doing okay. I'm not gonna write home about their performance. I do think that our missile towers are good, but when there's a nice slot, a nice bit of real estate for another Starfall tower, you don't say no. There are so many places that I need a dot piece. That doesn't get us anywhere. It's only a 2x2. This one, unfortunately, doesn't either. There's some, like, little refinements I can make, but I'll probably just use it there to improve pathing again. I'm really, like, not sure if these are worth doing, but I think Voodoo Doll is probably the single biggest thing that we need. Okay, we're gonna take away numbers for a moment. See how that improves frame rate. Seems to help. But yeah, so here's the thing that's tricky. These lava towers are all reporting that they're doing about the same amount of damage, even though they're stacked one on top of each other. Like this, like there's a big line of them. That seems a bit counterintuitive to me. Because if burn didn't stack, it doesn't seem like it would do anything at all. So my gut says that burn does stack. Maybe it just reapplies it. Possibly. Lava Bucket doesn't really do much. Chilled monsters hit with electric damage. It consumes the chill effect and accumulates double charge. No. Chill double. Towers not attacking for more than 5 seconds. Critically hit or poison chills. So if we do poison chills, we can just use poison towers to replace our ice towers. I don't know if that does much good. We'd have to start swapping missile towers over to fire for Lava Bucket to do much good. But it might be good. That might be our best option. Convert some of these over to fire and maybe build some more. / sell some more. I don't know if that's going to be particularly useful. We're gonna see if